Guys, I'm actually cooked. I watched the Borderlands movie a few days ago, and I'm genuinely surprised by how terrible it is. This is without a doubt one of the worst movies that I've ever seen. It fails at basically everything it's trying to achieve, and I swear to God, this movie took like at least 3 years off my life. The only thing that I like about this movie is that it's pretty short. It's about 90 minutes long, and if it were any longer, I would be sitting in a fucking mental asylum right now. This movie looks incredibly fake, cheap, has bad characters, bad acting.
Yeah, there's been some trouble.
And most annoying of all, is incredibly unfunny. I'll get to Scrap Trap later, but this fucking guy became the bane of my existence for the last week. I watched this movie like 3 times to make this video, and Claptrap's unfunny ass one-liners are actually gonna be the death of me, dude. I can't do this anymore. Before I lose my sanity entirely, let's just start with the fucking plot. So we get a monologue info dump from Lilith, who is played by Cate Blanchett, and, you know, she is just way too good for this movie. She tells us that the universe was ruled by Iridians, who are incredibly powerful and technologically advanced. They just left, I guess, and I can't blame them. I would leave too if I was a part of this movie, and left behind technology. Their biggest secret is a vault on Pandora, which everyone wants to open, but no one has succeeded yet. She also tells us about a prophecy of the so-called daughter of Iridia, which even Lilith calls.
That sounds like some wacko BS, right?
And so far, I actually don't mind any of this. I'm sure that you could do a good movie with all of that, but instead we got this shit. We are shown a girl on a ship whose name is Tiny Tina. She is being broken out of her cell by a soldier named Roland, who is played by Kevin Hart. And I'm actually kind of surprised by this, but Kevin Hart's acting is like really bad in this movie.
Roland. Yeah, there's been some trouble. And Atlas, he sent me to bring you to safety.
And Tina responds to this by making fun of Kevin Hart's height.
My dad sent you.
That's right.
His shortest soldier.
They try to leave the ship, but get attacked by Atlas's other soldiers. And this is like our first action scene of the movie, and it's like fine. We get introduced to the most forgettable character in this movie. His name is Krieg, and he's a juiced up psycho. Like, I'm not kidding, he basically does nothing in this movie. He just fights people, and that is really it. And I also want to mention that the scars that he has on him look so laughably fake that it's genuinely kind of funny to me. We get a shot of the planet Prometha, which is obviously accompanied by a licensed song.
I'll be the daughter of Iridia.
We are shown that Lilith captured a bounty, and she drags the guy into a bar. She orders a drink and smacks the guy's head against the table. I wish that was me. She gets approached by some guy who offers her a contract, and she just starts killing like everyone. And like, honestly, I like that scene. We get introduced to our main villain, whose name is Tequilian Atlas. He tries to hire her again, and she declines again. We get a decent joke about payment.
Thoughts and prayers, but you couldn't pay me enough to set foot on that shithole again.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, maybe you could.
And Atlas kills her bounty, so she's forced to take on his contract. We cut to Lilith landing on Pandora, and we get another fucking voiceover from her. Like, this is the third in like 15 minutes. Like, why?
Let me tell you everything you need to know about Pandora. It's a shithole.
And, you know, just think of it as like a fictional Los Angeles. She takes a bus, and this scene is actually insufferable. So the joke in this scene is that the bus driver constantly calls Lilith a vault hunter, even though she makes it clear that she is not a vault hunter.
Hello, Vault Hunter.
Not a vault hunter, but
You are here to find the vault.
not a vault hunter.
Well, hello, brave Vault Hunter. Vault of the Iridians. Then the Vault.
Not a vault hunter.
For transporting Vault Hunters, Firestone, where all Vault Hunters begin.
No.
Good luck, Vault Hunter.
And, you know, that's the funny. When she leaves the bus, she gets scanned by a robot. She sets up a campfire and gets approached by someone. She shoots a couple of times, and it's revealed that it was just a robot named Claptrap.
You blinded me for life? How will I manage to survive? Just kidding!
Who is genuinely voiced
by the one and only Jack Black. I'm expecting a monster performance by Jack's son.
Oh, big bullet coming. Oh.
And this is where my suffering begins. This stupid fuck is genuinely unbearable.
But you can call me... Whoopsie! You accidentally shot me in the face again.
Like, this guy is actually why I hate this movie so much. If they just removed him from the movie entirely, I don't think that I would hate it nearly as much. And here are some examples of the absolute bangers that Claptrap brings us.
Since I don't, I have no choice but to serve you until you're dead. Did that sound like a threat? Sorry. And I have many skills. Balancing, turning in circles, scanning.
Could you do it without the singing?
Yes. Scanning.
Anyways, he tells Lilith where to find Tina, and we cut to Lilith scouting out some people trapped in a cage. And this is just a small nitpick, but for some reason, Lilith shoots the cage first and then the psycho second, which makes her seem incompetent, and I don't like that because a few minutes ago, she literally just killed fucking 15 people. So Claptrap tries to rizz up Lilith,
But worry not. I can sit on your lap. You accidentally locked me in the bath.
and they drive to the scrapyard where Tina is located. Having arrived at the scrapyard, Claptrap begs for the sweet release of death,
Please, drain my battery. Put me back to sleep. I won't tell.
which I can very much relate to after watching this shit. Unfortunately, Lilith doesn't kill him. She enters Tina's hideout, looks around, and figures out that Tina is hiding under her plushies. She tells Tina that she's here to bring her back to her father, to which Tina acts incredibly weird, and it's obvious that something is off.
What? My daddy? I get to see my daddy? Really?
Lilith drops her phone and it slides under the bed. When she picks it up, Tina asks Lilith to hand her the badonkadonk.
Miss Lilith, can you grab my badonkadonk?
When Lilith picks it up, the badonkadonk starts beeping and fucking explodes. Luckily, Lilith makes it out in time, even though that's not fucking possible. When Lilith first enters the hideout, we are shown the structure of the room that she is in. When the
Badonkadonk?
first starts beeping, we are shown that she's next to the bed. It's literally impossible for her to escape the situation, but the movie just doesn't care, and she's alive. Fuck this movie. Fucking Tina blows up some more shit, and Claptrap just leaves the cage, and like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, he literally just begged for death because he was trapped in the fucking cage, and now you're telling me that he could just leave at all times?
Hope that wasn't something important.
Jack Black funny. So Tina mocks Lilith, and I just want to point out that Tina's accent in this movie comes across as like super weird.
This fancy ass women just pointing guns at your best friend. Now he's my big brother.
Like, I genuinely don't know who told her to do this, but I just find it super weird. She calls for Krieg and he starts doing his thing, trying to kill Lilith. They run around for a bit, and then Lilith uses Krieg as a jump pad to get to Tina. But oh no, guys, Tina has a fucking rocket launcher. Like, where the fuck did she get that from? So anyways, Tina makes it clear to Lilith that she doesn't want to return to her father, but Lilith genuinely doesn't give a shit and just tells her to come anyway.
Listen, I don't want to be here. Nothing personal. So if you could just come with me and you could talk to your dad and you guys can sort it out family style.
And like, what the fuck? This is your main character? The Atlas soldiers arrive at the scrapyard, so Tina yaps some bullshit
And I'm taking the girl with me.
Oh yeah? You in what army?
and throws a badonkadonk at the officer lady, and this causes like a bit of a ruckus that gives Lilith and Tina a chance to escape. Roland arrives and picks them up with a car. This is the start of a chase scene that reminds me of Mad Max if Mad Max was fucking dog. And you know, this scene obviously features Claptrap yelling for help like 15 times because, you know, being annoying is funny.
Lilith, wait for me!
Who the hell are you?
I walked Bob Dylan up on stage.
Who the fuck are you?
This scene goes on for way too long, but the outcome is that Roland drives them into like a hazardous zone to lose the soldiers, and you just have to believe me when I explain to you what happens next, because I swear I'm not making this shit up. So it's revealed that the team is driving through actual piss, because of course they are. One of the windows is open and Roland orders Tina to close the window. Tina obviously doesn't close it, and a giant amount of piss splashes onto the team. When Roland complains about having piss on him, Claptrap corrects him by saying,
Correction, it's 67% urine, 14% fecal matter.
God, I long for death. They get attacked by a tentacle piss monster, and like, I genuinely don't know what to say anymore. So the Atlas soldiers reappear, and Roland makes the decision to just full send the car through the piss monster.
Shit.
Correction, it's 67% urine.
The team regroups out of danger, and here it's revealed that Roland, Tina, and Krieg want to open the vault.
The vault? That's what this shit is about?
But Lilith has a problem with this because she says that her mother died trying to open it. And my guy, are you like good? You wanted to take Tina back to her father even though she didn't want to, but now you care all of a sudden?
I don't want to be here.
Anyways, Roland pulls out a gun and says that she has to piss off. Do you get it? Anyways, like Lilith says that they are on the same side. Okay. So she's part of the team now, and Roland says that he knows someone that can help them. They arrive at a marketplace where they put on some funny masks and look for Moxie. And this is where we get the only joke that I consider to be good in this movie. The bus driver from earlier recognizes Lilith and speaks to her. He calls her not a vault hunter and asks if she accomplished what she came for. Before she can answer, Tina says this.
She's vault hunting.
I knew it.
This genuinely made me laugh, and, you know, I think it works. The team arrives at Moxie's bar, where Moxie greets them. And I'm just thinking that maybe I was, like, wrong about this movie. On second thought, it's actually, like, pretty good. No, like, it's garbage. It's garbage. Forget everything I said. This movie is so fucking good. Oh my lord. So in the bar, Roland gets recognized by some, like, soldier that's played by Bobby Lee, of course.
I knew it was you. Oh my god.
Hey, Larry.
Meanwhile, Moxie talks to Lilith about her mother and tells her that she'd be proud of her. Lilith deflects and they go through their next course of action. We cut back to Kevin Hart and Bobby Lee interacting. I can't take it anymore. Bobby Lee gets fucking tased. 10 out of 10 movie. Moxie rizzes up the soldiers while the team leaves through a secret tunnel. They struggle to enter an elevator until Tina opens it, where she talks with that weird fucking accent again.
You fools would literally be dead without me. You need me.
They go up the elevator and meet a character named Tennis, who is played by Jamie Lee Curtis. Man. And this is like the weirdest character in the entire movie. And I'm sure that this is not the fault of Jamie Lee Curtis. I'm sure that she was told to do this shit. But to me, this character feels like a parody of a woman with autism. And I don't like that very much.
I am basing my assumption that you're upset on your body language.
So we find out that Lilith and Tennis know each other, and Lilith makes it clear that she doesn't want to stay with her. Claptrap fucking electrocutes himself. And we get a scene between two masterclass actresses that are acting out a script that was written by a fucking 4th grader.
She trusted you to take care of me.
I left you with tradespeople.
Yes, you mean the murderers and thieves on the mining ship.
It's what your mother wanted.
Lilith and Tina meet on a rooftop, and this is where we learn that Tina was created by Atlas from leftovers of Iridian blood, in hopes of creating someone who can open the vault. And I don't really understand this, because the prophecy says that only the daughter of Iridia can open the vaults, and to me that just doesn't sound like someone that was fucking created in a test tube. But you know, he's trying, I guess. So we'll learn that Atlas's motivations are creating like super weapons, and you know, what a fantastic motivation, what a compelling villain. We get another scene of my personal tormentor trying to rizz up a snack machine and calling it a bitch after it rejects him.
Hey there, sugar chips. You need a firmware update?
It's short stuff.
Someone needs an oil change.
This turns out to be a giant throw because Bobby Lee fucking sees him. Meanwhile, Tennis shows the others how to get to the next key. Scraptrap meets back up with them in a scene that makes me want to blow my fucking brains out.
The soldier woman, who really hates Roland, which suggests the two of them had some...
Did they see you?
Do you promise not to be angry if I say yes?
So the Atlas soldiers patrol the entire city, but the team escapes by hiding in a fucking garbage bin, because of course they do.
Is there any way out of here that doesn't involve garbage?
No.
You would think these soldiers would, you know, check an obvious garbage bin that's just rolling through the city, but, you know, fuck it. They drive to like a mine where the next key is located, and in a scene that I actually like, Claptrap gets kicked down a shaft and fucking dies. The team arrives at like a toxic river, with the only way to get past being an unstable metal bridge. Tina goes first because, you know, she's the lightest, and then she starts jumping on the metal grates.
I'm the lightest.
Tina!
Hey!
I guess Atlas couldn't afford fucking brain cells for his tube girl. I mean, inflation's tough. You know, the group drops some dumbass lines and then they go over the grates next to each other, you know, instead of distributing the weight. When everyone's past the toxic river, Tina sees a pretty flower and everyone stares at it and says that it's beautiful.
Hope blooms in the strangest places.
And you know, just guess what happens next.
Mission accomplished! The door's unlocked!
They make their way through the sewers and see bloodshot symbols who are just psychos on fentanyl. And now we get to just an absolutely dogshit scene. So the team needs to get past a group of these bloodshots. Luckily, Claptrap is there to scan the situation and give them some options. And he genuinely comes to the conclusion that there's a 0% chance of fucking success.
Well, according to my calculations, the odds of a successful stealth operation in this scenario is 0%. Wow, you never see that.
Like, do you know how fucking laughable that is? 0%. Like, he says he analyzed 16 million scenarios and not one of them succeeded. Just fuck off, man. Lilith asks him if he factored in a distraction, and he says yes. When asked if he factored himself in, he acts confused. Like, are you fucking kidding me? This piece of shit analyzed 16 million scenarios, but just forgot about himself, I guess. Okay, so Claptrap makes his way through the psychos and asks for their attention. And then he basically says like, oh my god, this is like a distraction. It's really obvious this is a distraction, but you still need to pay attention to me.
I am here because I want to be, and not for a more justifiable reason like trying to be a distraction.
Which is, of course, really funny. And then we get a line from him that genuinely caught me so off guard the first time I heard it. I don't think that I can play the entire thing without copyright fucking my ass, so you just have to believe me when I read this line to you, okay? Okay, so Claptrap genuinely says, yo bitches need to eat your own butts with your poopy mouthed ass faces until you die from loser poisoning like the stupid husk crotches that you is. Like, I genuinely don't know what to say anymore. Okay, so Claptrap gets shot to death while the team sneaks past the psychos. And the scene is even dumber now. Like, this guy analyzed 16 million scenarios, but not once factored in the robot that is immune to fucking bullets, dude. Because this movie is the worst thing that has ever been created, Claptrap survived and meets back up with the team. Lilith says this to him.
So much for your 0%.
And when you point out your script is shit, your script is no longer shit. Well done. They enter a giant hole where they find a massive amount of crates. Lilith just wanders off and opens the crate that has the key in it. And I actually don't mind this because this is explained later. They get ready to leave when suddenly Claptrap starts shitting out the bullets that he got shot with earlier.
Oh, big bullet coming. Oh, there we go.
Did you do this another time?
And this scene goes on for so long. And there's absolutely no reason for him to do this but to alert the Bloodshots in the other room. And I genuinely hate this so much because the scene that follows this absolute dogshit is actually pretty good. This is just a fun action scene of our team fighting the Bloodshots to the song Ace of Spades. Like, this is just really fun. Lilith does some really cool shit. The scene has good choreography, directing, editing, and music. And it's just such a shame because this scene was caused by a robot shitting out bullets. And after this scene, we go back to the dog shit. The team is fighting these psychos in the dark where they try to do like the Batman scene with the flickering lights, but they fail like so miserably at it. This scene is like genuinely very hard to look at. The team makes their way to a broken elevator where we get another fight scene. Like, why do you do 3 action scenes back to back? This movie is just so confusing. Okay, so in this scene, Tennis like tries to fix the elevator while the others hold off the onslaught of the Bloodshots. And obviously, this scene features Claptrap pulling out his robot cock. When Tennis is done fixing the elevator, they enter it, but unfortunately a wire breaks. Roland goes out to fix it, and this is treated like a heroic sacrifice.
Please don't. Roland?
Hey, Tina. I'll meet you at the vault.
Which I find hilarious for 2 reasons. Like, I absolutely do not give a fuck about Roland. The characterization in this movie is not very strong, and Roland barely gets any. And secondly, you can't expect me to believe that Roland dies in the scene when he literally says,
I'll meet you at the vault. I promise.
Like, oh no guys, I'm sure he'll be dead now. Ina hands Roland a bunny grenade named Bob. So Roland uses Bob to blow up some psychos, and then he gets overrun by like 15 people at the same time, and there is absolutely no way that he survives this. They go up the elevator but find out that the brakes are defect. Luckily, someone in the group teleports them out of danger. Tina says this.
I can move stuff with my mind, y'all.
And asks if Roland will be fine. Lilith responds to this by saying,
He's an elite soldier. If anyone can get out of that, it's him.
And I'm like genuinely losing my mind at this point. Like, why does the movie show us things that they are just going to fucking ignore later? Like, they might as well just show us fucking Claptrap fucking dissolving, being reduced to atoms, and then in the next scene he's just gonna be fine dropping his stupid ass one-liners again. So in this scene we learn that Tina is the last key to the vault, and her being able to teleport is the confirmation that she's the daughter of Iridia. So Tennis says that
The pieces are consumed and the vault opens.
and adds that they don't have a choice. Then she says this.
There is no salvation without sacrifice.
And I don't even know where to begin here. Like, this is all so fucking stupid, man. So Tennis says that they have to open the vault and that they don't have a choice but to kill Tina to get to the weapons or something. And I don't think that is true. Like, if Lilith just destroyed the 2 keys that they collected up to this point, she would make the vault inaccessible to anyone. Which means that not only do they save Tina because she doesn't get fucking consumed, but they also potentially save billions of lives because these super strong alien weapons will just be locked away in a spot where nobody can get to them. But guys, they don't have a choice. It's so, you know, we cut back to Roland having survived the onslaught, and I don't know what to say. Like, the movie genuinely does not give a fuck about anything. So Lilith gets approached by Claptrap, having now fixed her phone from earlier. She asks him if he activated it, and then we get this banger.
You didn't press this, did you?
I did not. I can crush it again if you'd like.
Lilith quickly destroys the phone, but an Atlas drone already arrives at their hideout. A hologram of Atlas appears and explains to her that the phone thing was a
highly accurate tracking device.
Except for the fucking dumpster scene, I guess. Lilith says that she will destroy the keys, making the vault inaccessible to him, which is a great strategy. Atlas responds to this by telling her that he will
kill the rest of that heroic band of vault hunters.
Not a vault hunter.
And this is like enough for her to not go through with this. And like, this is so fucking stupid because Atlas wants to kill them fucking anyway. Like, the entire movie he sends soldiers to fucking kill them. And this fucking idiot even told her a few seconds ago that she destroyed his tracking device. Just destroy the keys and then flee the planet. You will have saved Tina and you will have saved countless lives because Atlas didn't get the fucking murder weapons. Not like any of this fucking matters because Tina catches them in the worst moment possible while Atlas is saying,
and when this is over, you'll be paid what we agreed on.
Tina obviously doesn't let Lilith explain, says that she's the only one who can open the vault, and then blows her the fuck up. When Lilith wakes up, we see Claptrap celebrating her death like the piece of shit he is. When confronted, he drops some super funny lines.
I'm dancing because you're alive. Not because I thought you were dead.
They leave the mine and arrive at like a small village, which we learn is Lilith's hometown. We get some flashbacks of little Lilith and her mom, where Lilith's mom gives her away to Tennis, who flies away in a helicopter. And I genuinely don't understand this because why doesn't she just join them? Doesn't matter. They enter Lilith's rundown home, where Claptrap scans the room and triggers a message from Lilith's mom. And here we get the classic,
If you're seeing this, I'm afraid I didn't make it.
and here Lilith's mother explains that she sent Lilith away because she is too powerful. She wanted her to leave Pandora and programmed Claptrap to assist her if she returns. Which is interesting because now I know that she's the cause for my suffering. And I hate this on like so many different levels because why isn't this like the first fucking thing that Claptrap plays when they meet for the first time? That would have made so many things so much easier. But I guess she specifically programmed him to only play this message when they enter her childhood home and see some fucking pictures on the ground that just, you know, were left there. Claptrap is the reincarnation of the devil. In this scene we also get this funny ass joke where Claptrap says,
Did something important happen?
when something important happened. And this is where we get to the climax of the movie, and that makes me so fucking happy. Ennis, Krieg, and Tina arrive at the vault, and Krieg reveals it while the others yap and argue in the background. Ennis warns Tina that she might die when she opens the vault, and in response she says this.
Nah, kid. I'm the special one.
So she stands on like the vault opening stone, waits, and nothing happens. No way, guys. I didn't see that coming at all. They said like 15 times that she's the special one. I take it back. This is genius writing. This caught me off guard. You know, but all jokes aside, this is like actually decently set up. So Atlas reveals himself having like, I think, waited there and just watched as they like fucked around. So he holds like a boring ass monologue and then orders the officer lady to take Tina with her and dismantle her. Cool.
I need her nervous system intact. Keep the organs on ice.
And now it gets like really crazy, guys, because Roland comes down a rope, shooting Atlas from above. He has a fucking shield, so that was stupid as fuck. Roland has a rifle, by the way, so he could have just taken a shot from above, so he's not a sitting duck with the others, but then we wouldn't have gotten this badass entrance.
Kill them all.
And yeah, but then the officer lady, whose name I still don't know and don't care to look up, intervenes and tells Roland that he was right. Then this happens to her.
I should have...
Atlas asks for any other objections, and then Lilith enters the scene.
Just one!
Who in my headcanon just like waited for a cool line to respond to while her friends were getting murdered. She reveals that she is the daughter of Iridia.
Because I'm the daughter of Iridia.
And we get some flashbacks to prove that, I guess. And I genuinely don't understand this, because they did set this up decently, and now they're just treating their audience like big dumb idiots for no reason.
Daughter of Iridia, baby! Bet you didn't see that coming!
Fuck Claptrap. Tina cries about her not being special, and Lilith tells her that she's still special, and that's pretty cute. Atlas tells her that he will let her friends go if she opens the vault. And now she says that she has to open the vault, and repeats this dumbass line from earlier.
No salvation without sacrifice, remember?
And my guy, right now you have the greatest weapon against Atlas. You are the key to open the vault. At least try to use that against him. So anyways, Lilith approaches the vault and gets interrupted by Tina crying again. So she stands on the vault thingy as rocks start to form the vault entrance. Lilith starts levitating and gets fucking electrocuted. Her clothes burn off and she transforms into the Iridian champion.
The Iridians have delivered us a champion.
I can't do this anymore. And now Atlas tells Lilith that she has to open the vault, and now she attacks him for some reason. None of this makes any fucking sense. So Tina gets thrown down a fucking hole and dies finally. Lilith saves her with some fire magic, I guess, and lifts her up as she throws grenades at people and blows them up. A fight breaks out in which Lilith gives her teammates like Magneto shields, and fuck Magneto, dude. I hate this character. Like, you literally cannot ult with Punisher without getting fucked in the ass by this stupid fund. Everyone in the team has like a small mini boss fight. Even fucking Claptrap kills some people. So Atlas takes his giant fucking murder machine, aims it at Lilith, and fucking obliterates her. And my guy, why the fuck do you even need these alien weapons, bro? You have this giant murder machine. So he absolutely cooks Lilith and laughs his ass off until Captain Marvel wakes up and flies directly at the ship trying to destroy it. But she bounces off a shield. I guess the Firehawk isn't that powerful. And this was like a giant throw because the rest of the group has now lost their shield and are getting their ass beat. And I also love how Atlas doesn't shoot Lilith while she's injured. He could literally finish the job at all times, but he just doesn't do it. I guess he just forgot about the fucking giant murder machine. I mean, he's just a nice guy. He waits for Lilith to wake up and then he shoots his beam again. Very cool. This time she blocks it though, and then she reverses the beam, I guess. And now Lilith's friends are winning the fight again. Fuck yeah.
Nobody kills me but me!
Okay, so the ship is absolutely cooked and is crashing down at them. Everyone is running to safety, and Claptrap drops another dumbass one-liner.
Tannis, you're alive. I'm alive. This guy, not so much.
They search for Tina, and it's revealed that Atlas is holding her hostage, threatening to kill her unless Lilith opens the vault. And so she finally opens the portal to the vault, and it's revealed that the secret alien vault everyone wanted to find just has some like floating rocks in it.
Well, shit. At 67% urine.
But I mean, Atlas likes it. He genuinely creams himself.
Unbelievable. So much more than I ever imagined.
And here we get a genuinely cool line from Lilith.
I have something that a man like you will never have.
Enough.
She takes away his Atlas shield and gives Tina the opportunity to beat his ass. Lilith and Tina leave, trapping Atlas inside with a giant kraken that kills him. Like, why is there a fucking kraken? The last scene of this movie is a genuine ripoff of multiple Guardians of the Galaxy endings. The team meets up on a rooftop and Lilith says,
That, I think, is what peace sounds like.
and like genuinely, what the fuck? Why is there peace all of the sudden? Like there are still psychos running around everywhere, but they stopped one guy and peace, so cool. Tina realizes that she found a family, I guess, and they watch the fireworks. And this scene obviously contains a joke about premature ejaculation.
Oops! Premature celebration!
Lilith and Tina get one last scene where Tina orders Lilith to transform into the Human Torch, so she flies into the fucking sky after dropping some cringy ass lines.
I'm a bit old, I think, to be setting myself on fire for your amusement. She's my home.
What a show-off!
And of course Claptrap gets the last line in this fucking movie. And yeah guys, that's it. I genuinely don't know where to start. I hate this movie. Like, they have so many good actors in this movie and they just waste it on a script that should have never seen the light of day. Please do not watch this movie. It does not deserve your time. Fucking 3 out of 10, one of the worst movies that I've ever seen. Whoever is responsible for Claptrap's lines deserves to be imprisoned for life.
You are everything that's gone wrong in this world. You are self-consumed, no talent, mediocre piece of shit.